Good day, learners. Happy to see you once again. Last time we looked at the alphabets, French alphabets, and the accent in the study session 1. I guess you have been reading and you have been pronouncing words with accents. Okay, yes. So today we're moving on. We're going to look at another topic under study session 2. We're going to look at numbers. Numbers are used in calculations and to express date and time. In this session, we will be looking at cardinal and ordinal French numbers, which will be of help to us in our day-to-day conversations. Numbers are used to express age and timing in French. I said numbers are useful too in expressing age and timing in French. Now, what are the learning outcomes for study session 2? At the end of this session, you should be able to count numbers in French. You have to be able to distinguish between cardinal and ordinal numbers. 2, you should be able to learn the difference between cardinal and ordinal numbers. Now, what are the differences? You should be able to know that. Now, when we say cardinal numbers, what are they in French? They are on or un. If the object is feminine, you use un. If it is masculine, you use on. So we have on, followed by do, trois, not trois, trois. In most cases, last consonants are not pronounced in French, so that you don't pronounce this trois. It is pronounced trois, followed by quatre. It's not qua, ka. Now you pronounce the Q and U as k. So quatre, quatre, followed by cinq, cinq. In this case, the Q sounds k, so you pronounce cinq. Six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, dix. Then we have onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, seize, 17, 18, 19, then 20. You don't pronounce the G and T. You pronounce 20. 20. I take it again. On or une, as the case may be, depending on the gender. Do, trois. Don't forget, not trois. Quatre. Don't forget, it is not qua, it's ka. You realize the Q and U as K. Quatre, cinq, six, sept. Also in set, you don't pronounce the P. The P will be muted. It's mute. Set. You don't say sept. Set. Then wheat. Take note of 8. Wheat. You pronounce it like wheat meal. Wheat, the wheat that we eat. That's solid food. Wheat. Then neuf, dix. Now from 11, you begin to add Z to 16. Alright, that is from 11 to 16. Begin to add Z. Let Z come at the final position. So 11 becomes 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ken, as if you want to pronounce kende. Ken, the first syllable. 15, 16, 16. It's not sex, so say 16. Then 17. From 17 to 19, you add 10 and 7. So what is 10? Can you still remember 10? 10 is dix. What is 7? Set. Then you join the two together, becoming D set. D set. Then 18 becomes 10, 8. You still remember 10? This. What is 8? Wheat. Remember the wheat meal or wheat flour. Okay, so this wheat. Then 19 is 10, 9. What is our 10 again? This. What is 9? North. Pronounce the two together to make this north. Then 20 is not 10, 10. Okay, it's just one word, so you pronounce it ven. Ven. Répétez. Ven. Okay, now from 21 now you are going to pronounce 20 and 1. 20 and 1. Now what is our 20? Ven. And in French is a. It's not 8. You don't pronounce the T. Remember I said in most cases last consonants are muted. They are not pronounced. So 20 is ven and is a. Then what is 1? Remember on. So it becomes 20 and 1. You pronounce together 21. You see in French, we do what we call liaison, linking. We link our words together. Particularly if the first word ends in consonant and the second one begins with vowel. We link it together. So it becomes 21. 21. Can you try it out? 21. Again. 21. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. 21. Now, from 22, you remove the A, that is the and. You begin to hyphenate. From 22 to 29, you hyphenate between 20 and the next digit. So, 22 becomes 20 hyphen 2. So, you remember, go over your 20 again. 20 is ven, then 2 is do. So, you just pronounce together, becoming ven do. Ven do. Then 23, it becomes 23. 23. 23. 24, 24. 24. 24. 25 becomes 25. 26. I beg your pardon. 25. 25. Then 26. 26. 26. 27. 27. Remember, you don't pronounce the P in set. 27. 28. 28. 28. 29. 29. 29. 30 is not 2010. No. It is 30. 30. One word. 30. 30. Now, 31. The same way we pronounce 21. 30 and 1. 30 and 1. So what is 30? 30. You remember? Okay. What is and? A. Very good. Born. A. Then what is 1? On. Perfect. On. Okay. So you now pronounce the 3 together. 31. 31. Okay. 31. So from 32 to 39, you begin to hyphenate between the two digits. So 32 will be 30 hyphen 2. So what is our 30 again? Tront. Okay. Then hyphen, you don't pronounce that. Then 2, do. So it becomes tront do. Tront do. What is 33? Tront. Very good. Troa. Tront troa. 34. Tront catch. Tront catch. 35. Tront sink. Tront sink. Don't forget to put the hyphen between 2. The moment you remove A, then you hyphenate between the 2. So 35, tront sink. 36, tront 6. 37, tront set. 38, tront wheat. 39, tront north. 40 is 40. 40. 40. Then 41, you make it 40 and 1 again. If 40 is 40 and is A, 1 is on. Then how do you pronounce the 3? 40 on. Very good. Très bien. Très bien. Très bien. 40 on. Then from 42, remove the A. Begin to hyphenate between the two digits. So 42 42 becomes 42. 43, 43. 44, 44. 45, 45. 46, 46. 47, 47. Remember, don't pronounce P in set. 48, 48. You remember wheat flour, wheat meal? Okay. 49, 49. 50, second. Second. So from 51 to 59, you should be able to fix it like 22 to 29. Okay. Then 60 is soixante. 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 Then 61 will be 60 and 1, like 20 and 1, or 30 and 1, or 40 and 1. So if 60 is soixante, 61 becomes 60 and 1, and in French it will be pronounced soixante un. Soixante un. 62. Remove the A. Begin to join 2 to 60. It becomes soixante deux. Soixante deux. 63, soixante trois. 64, soixante quatre. 65, soixante cinq. 66, soixante six. 67, soixante sept. 68, soixante huit. 69, soixante neuf. 70 will be 60 10. You remove and. There wouldn't be any need for A. 60 10. So it makes soixante dix. You remember 10 dix. Okay, soixante dix. Now from 71, you bring your A back. It will be 60 and 11. So from 71 to 79, you drop 1 to 9. You begin to add 11 to 19. That is where the difference comes in. From 20 to 60 to 70, you add your 1 to 10. Now from 71, you begin to add 11 to 60. So if 70 is soixante days, 71 will be 60 and 11. And when you total it together, you have 71. So that will be soixante et onze. Soixante et onze. If you say soixante et un, you are talking about 60 and 1. We are talking about 16 and 11 here. So it becomes soixante et onze. Now, from 72, remove A. Add 12 to 60 to give you 72. That is the pattern in French, okay? And there's nothing we can do about it. Just learn it and apply your heart as I am teaching you. So 72 will be soixante douze. And like I said, when it is 2 digits, remember to hyphenate between them. Soixante douze. Then 73 becomes 60 13. That will be soixante treize. Soixante treize. Then 74, soixante quatorze. 75, soixante quinze. 76, soixante seize. 77, soixante dix-sept. Because 17 is 17. So it becomes 3 digits. 60, 10, 7. So it becomes soixante dix-sept. You pronounce together. Soixante dix-sept. So 78 rather becomes soixante dix-huit. 79, soixante dix-neuf. And of course 80. 80 in French is 420. 4, that is 4 in 20 places. So it will be 4 hyphen then 20. So it becomes 80. And you pronounce together. I've talked about liaison, linking, 80. 80. 80. 80. Okay? Now, 81. You don't need A again. In 81, you are going to have 80, 20, and 1. So it becomes 80 ton. 80 ton. You remember that in 20 there is T ending it, And on begins with a vowel, so you must join it together, you link. So it becomes 80 ton. Then 90 becomes 90. That is 80, 20, 10. 80, 20, 10. And like I said, when you have 3 digits, you hyphenate twice. If it is 2 digits, you hyphenate once. So 90 is 90. Then 91, you begin to add 11 to 19 to 91 to 99. From 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, you add 1 to 10. But from 71, you add 11 to 60. And the same thing for 91, you add 11 to 80. That's only the difference, okay? So 91 becomes 80 ons. 80 tons. You link together, 80 tons. 92 becomes 80, 20, 12. It becomes 80 douze. Okay, 93, 93. 94, 94. 95, 95. 96, 96. 97, 97. 98, 98. 99, 99. Then 100 is son. Son, C-E-N-T, that is pronounced son. This is where sanctuary comes in. Okay, son, son. So 100 is son. Now, if it is 101, it's just son, ton. You add 1 to 100. If it is 105, it becomes son, sank. Son, sank. Okay? Then 150, son, second. Son, second. 300 becomes trois son. 400 becomes quatre son. 500 becomes cinq son. And so on and so forth. Now, when we come to 1,000, you have me. Me. Ye must sound at the end of that word. Me. And that's why we have millennium. Okay, in English. 1,000 is me. 2,000 becomes do me. 3,000 becomes trois mille. Okay? Then when we have a million, in French it becomes un million. Million. Yi million. Million. You have to know the points to have a better understanding of some rules guiding the French number too. Now, when we have on before a feminine noun, it will change to in. Like I said, French has to do with gender, the gender. And when we say gender, it's not a biological gender, it's just a grammatical gender. Okay, so we need to take note of that. So sometimes you can have on or in when you are pronouncing it. Also, there are points you also need to take note. When we have ven and son, they are multiplied. They will always take s, only if they are not followed by another digit. For instance, we have 80. When it does not follow another digit, the ven ends in s. But when it follows another digit, the s will be removed. You have to take note of that. Also, we do not add s when writing 1,000. 1,000 is mille in French, so you don't need to put s after mille. Take note of that. So, again, the conjunction a is put to use in the following numbers. You know, when I was teaching you 21, 31, I said you should add a. So when you are writing 21, remember to put a. 31, remember to put a. 41, remember to put a. 51, remember to put a. 61, remember to put a. And 71, remember to put a. But in 81 and 91, take note, a is removed. You make use of hyphen. Unlike English language, the French doesn't use comma when writing number in 1,000. Rather, they use a space. Take note of that too. In English, you use a comma when writing a number, but in French, you use a space. Take note of that. Now, we go to ordinal numbers. The ones we have explored is cardinal number. That is 1, 2, 3 to infinitum. Now we want to look at ordinal numbers. What is an ordinal number? An ordinal number is a word that expresses the relative position of a person or item in an ordered sequence. We say first, second, and third. They are the ordinal numbers. Whereas in cardinal, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. So, first, second, and third are the ordinal numbers corresponding to cardinal 1, 2, and 3. Now, when you say first in French, you say premier. People refer to University of Ibadan as premier. Well, it's not premier, it's a French word, premier. Premier, first. So if it has to do with masculine, it's premier. If it is feminine, it will be première. Première. We will talk about gender, of nouns later on. So premier, premier. Then we have second, which is deuxième. We have third, which is troisième. We have fourth, quatrième. Fifth, cinquième. Sixth, sixième. Seven, septième. Eighth, huitième. Nine or ninth, neuvième. 10th, dixième. 11th, onzième. Now, what do we observe here? To form the ordinal numbers, all we need to do is to add the suffix em to the cardinal number. Let me take it again. You remember your cardinal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Now, the ordinal is first, second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. So, in French, you just add suffix, okay? I-E-M-E, that is pronounced em to the cardinal number. For example, 2 is do. You want to say second, just add em to do. It becomes deuxième. Now, 3 is cardinal number. You want to say third, add em to trois. It becomes troisième. You want to say 5. 5 is cinq. But you want to say fifth, which is ordinal. Just add em to cinq. It becomes cinquième. So that is how you form your ordinal numbers. Okay? Now, another thing we would like to look at is fractions in French. Remember, we're talking about numbers. We have looked at cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. So we look at fractions. Fraction is a ration of two numbers, the numerator and the denominator, usually written one above the other and separated by a horizontal bar. Fraction is a ration of two numbers. The numerator and denominator, one will be up and the other one will be down, and it will be separated by a horizontal bar. For instance, we have 1 over 2. We call it half in English. In French, it is called un demi. 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 If you remember in demi, it will help you a lot, okay? Un demi. We have 1 over 3, which is 1/3. In French, it is un tiers. So you remember 1 is on. Okay, so the denominator is demi, half. Then in 1/3, you have 1 as on. The 3 is tiers. Okay, it becomes un tiers. So 2/3 will be do tiers. 1/4 will be un quart. I take it again. Half is un demi. 1/3 is un tiers. 2/3 is do tiers. And 1/4 is un quart. Now, what is the summary of study session 2? In study session 2, we have comma. When writing number in thousand, rather, French uses a space. Remember that? Also, in ordinal number, we said that suffix em is added to the cardinal number, in most cases to make it ordinal. I hope you remember. So we're going to meet in another study session. Thank you for listening.